Good morning. Welcome to the driver's seat, where we are the drivers of our lives and looking to improve. And this is just me documenting my journey in terms of growth, self-care, and just want to share it with you. So today I'm wearing an inspiration of Reflection 45 from Amouage, and this was created by Yom and Layal. It's a perfume house that I highly recommend. It's a perfume house that I've bought a lot of samples and decants from, and the reason being is because I practice what I preach, which is sample. Put your nose on things before you make a full commitment, if you can. Learn about the quality of their blends. How does it compare to the OG? But more importantly, look, just as a standalone scent, how does their stuff smell, right? And so what I can tell you about my experience with Yom and Layal, I have no association with it. I'm just a customer. So I just want to share that with you. And so what it is, it's they are a perfume house that I heard about through other YouTube fragrance channels, and so started looking into them, and I was really impressed. I ordered some samples first. I wanted to kind of get a feel for what they did, and I wanted to kind of smell certain DNAs that other people have not cloned or created inspirations of. And so I went on their website, Yom and Layal, looked at everything that they had in terms of inspired buys and the different perfume houses that they do. But plus also, I mean, they have their own originals, right? And so, which is a great thing. And so when there were certain things that I wanted to smell, certain creeds, amouages, I don't know how to say the word, I guess amouage, and just different perfume DNAs that I wanted to kind of get my nose on, and I was really curious about them. And so Yom and Layal, and then I'd ordered a sample of this. I had always heard about it. I had an attorney who I was at a closing, and he was wearing Reflection, the original, and I was like, man, what are you wearing, bro? It was just the way it sat. It was a powdery, kind of flowery, somewhat of a sweet, not gourmand, not sweet in terms of, not sweet in what you're thinking in that. But what I'm trying to say to you, that this thing opens up. It's an iris base, peppery, powdery scent, right? And it's very rich. It's very professional. It sits well. There's actually, I think Camera made they have a very kind of basic lower end or entry take on this DNA. So I think that if you want to get your nose on it, they have one. I think it's their gray bottle. It looks like Shiaka Snow, but it's the gray or red one. And so it is a take on this DNA. I heard is fairly decent, but at least if you want to understand what I'm talking about in terms of an iris-based powdery flower scent profile. And I can tell you right now that this thing is and when it dries down, it's just smooth, man. It's smooth. It's like a cedar, drier base. So it opens up powdery, irisy, right? Think about a not like a lipsticky, but a little bit, and it's powder, flower, very just beautiful. A little bit of sweetness to it, And it's the best way that I could describe it to you. And it's very professional. And so the reason why I'm wearing it today, so today it's probably about, I don't know, but it's going to be, so this is something that I would definitely wear in the office. It sits perfectly for a professional setting, for meetings, and also, so there's two, right? There's the original Reflection, which apparently it's the EDP, right? Which it projects apparently a lot more, a little lighter. Where this one that I bought was it's Yom and Layal's AKS 45. It's called Yom and Layal's AKS 45, and so what it is, it's their take on Reflection 45. I've gone out, I've smelled it. This is an amazing take on that. I'm telling you, this is very good. And so what I've done, this is definitely one on my short list of bottles that I will be buying, that I will bring into my collection. And I'm because it's just something that I wear. People stop me, they ask me kind of what am I wearing, especially in the rooms that I'm in, with other professionals, and but it's just people in general, right? Like I've worn this. I've worn it in a semi-casual kind of setting, definitely in a formal setting, and so it works very well with a nice jacket, suit. If you're going out, to meetings, if you're even going out on a date. It's perfect. It's perfect for that. And so if you're in a air conditioned environment, perfect. Even if you're out, you're moving around, it'll sit nicely. Now, I would say anything above 90 degrees, then there's not probably something you want to wear. You want to wear something lighter, So I would say anything above 80 to 85 degrees. Today's about 80 to 85, so this is perfect, right? I'm going to be in and out of the office, perfect for what I'm going to be doing. And the sillage, I'm telling you, the air can take this down the block. It's beautiful. And so it's a, like I said, it's a aromatic, floral, powdery DNA that has a great sillage, great for professional settings, great for date night, perfect for an air-conditioned kind of situation, right? Like if you're in an office, or even if, whatever type of job you have, it doesn't matter. If it's air-conditioned, this is nice. This sits nice. And so I would say that the only thing that if it gets a little too hot, it can be, it can get cloying, right? Like cloying, like it can feel like it's too heavy a little, if it gets too hot. So what I would say that so this version, so this is an inspiration of the Extrait, and so the Extrait is going to sit a little heavier. It's definitely going to last. I mean, this thing lasts most of the day for me, and I bring a decant with me later on if I want to respray. So let me just show you. I always have a little decant with me. I bought these on Amazon, and so I always like so I think I've mentioned in other videos, what I do is when I get something, it's intentional in terms of what I buy. I've gone a little bit through the hype phase where I'll buy stuff because I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know my scent profile. I didn't know. So when I first started buying clones and dupes and these inspirations, I started watching these videos. I think the first ones I bought were Bahara King. I bought Liquid Brune. And what was the other one? Vintage Radio, right? Those were my three first buys. Bought them. I didn't know what the hell I bought. I'm like, what the hell did I buy? I didn't get it. I didn't. I'm like, because they were hyped, right? And it was like the fall, but it was good because I could wear them, and I was like, all right. I was scared to wear it because I'm like, what? I didn't get it. I didn't understand it, And I kept seeing people hype it up. So anyway, but the good thing is that I did wear them. I said, look, I paid for it. I'm going to wear it. Liquid Brune, I didn't even know it was an inspiration of. I didn't realize that it was an inspiration of the PDM Altair. Vintage Radio, I didn't get that at all. I'm like, what the hell is this, right? That plum scent. So finally figured out that it was a dupe of Initio's Paragon, right? So the good thing is that I'd gone to Nordstrom's and I was like, you know what, let me smell some of this stuff. And I smelled the Altair. I was like, oh, wow, this literally smells like what I have at home. And I'm like, okay, I get it, right? Like, I'm like, okay, makes sense. I wear this in the winter, and I've worn it, and a lot of compliments. I got it. I finally understood, like, where it fit. Then I went over to the Initio section, and I looked for Paragon, and I sprayed it. I was like, I get it. Like, okay, now I know what my Vintage Radio is an inspiration of. And so I was like, I get it. Yeah. Is the Vintage Radio bottle as beautiful as the Initio one? No, of course not. But I'm not wearing the bottle around my neck all day, right? So I got it, right? And I've worn that. I've probably gone. So my Liquid Brune is probably, I'm almost done that, right? Because I wore it heavily in the winter. My Initio, I've worn it a few times in the spring. I'm going to definitely be wearing it a lot more. Now I know when to wear it, how to wear it. So that's the beauty about these inspirations or these inspired vibes, is that you're learning when and how and where to wear these fragrances, right? And so getting back to this with Reflection 45, it is very luxurious and a luxurious powdery iris, flowery, aromatic kind of scent, right? Like, I'm trying to give you words to but what I can tell you in terms of a feeling, very luxurious, very professional. It's different from what you're going to smell on other people. Other men are not going to smell like this. If you're walking into, and you're doing a presentation and you're doing meetings or you're just around other people, like, other people are not going to smell like you. They're just not. It'll be rare, because what I realize is, for the most part, I've been around a lot of people. I've been around both people with money, without money. Most people don't wear scent. And so I like it because I'm showing up differently, right? Like, I'm showing up and I'm sending a message. So this message is confidence, calmness, professionalism, right? Being different. And so, yeah, I'm telling you, it works. And so what I'm wearing today is a light jacket. So this is a very light jacket that I got from Boscov's. And so got it on sale for like less than $100. The pants I bought from, I probably got these from Costco. Costco actually carries these Calvin Klein pants I love, which have a nice tapered cut to them, fit nicely, very light. So I buy my, a lot of my pants from either Costco, or I'll find something nice at what's the other store? Burlington. And so what I do is, I look for things that are tapered. Now that I've lost weight, look, I'm down probably about 70 pounds. I'm gonna be honest with you, if I'm telling you the truth here, I haven't really worked out this week. So I have to get back on track, getting into my elliptical, doing my hot sauna, then doing my cold showers and my cold plunges, right? And so that's when I'm on my game, and now that it's warming up, I'm going to get back on my game, because it gives me also an opportunity to go out and run a little bit and move, because my goal this year is to at least do a 5K and work my way up to a half marathon. That's my goal this year. So I've said it, I'm putting it out in the universe, I'm putting it out on YouTube. So anyway, with that said though, look, getting back to what I'm wearing, and then my shoes. So what I would say to you, if you're middle-aged man If you're a young man trying to learn how to dress, this is what I do. Real simple. First of all, there's probably, if you could get 3 suits that you can mix and match, you get a nice gray suit, you get a black one, you get a blue one, right? Because you can mix and match, right? You can use the pants for one thing, you know, and you can mix and match, or you wear the suit entirely and just get a nice fitting suit. Boscov's has some really nice fitting suits, nice tailored. They sit nicely. Now that I've lost a little bit more weight, I can get into something that is a little bit better form fitting. So I would say to you that you can definitely, you know, and I've paid maybe for an entire suit, I'm not paying any more than what, $200, right? So, you know, once again, I mean, you could do this, look nice. But my trick, this is my trick, because I'm not a good dresser. I've just started, honestly, really kind of stepping up my game a little bit. Again, a little bit. I'm nowhere near great. But what I do, a trick and a little hack, I use ChatGPT. And so what do? I created a prompt where I was like, look, I need you to, you know, be my personal designer, my personal whatever, guide, right, to be able to get dressed, whatever. And so I'll take a picture of my suit jacket, and I said, this is what I want to wear today. I have meetings today, or you know what, I just want to look nice. Pair this up. Give me 10 combination of how I can wear this suit or this suit jacket, or I want to wear these pants today. What can I wear with it? You know, it's going to be 82 degrees out. What's a nice, you know, either golf shirt, long sleeve shirt, colors. Give me color combinations, suit jackets, right? You tell it what you want, and if you know, usually it's pretty good. It'll kind of give you some ideas at first and say, nah, you know what, this doesn't work. I need you to give me more ideas, you know, and yeah, and just kind of, it shows me like different things that I have in my closet. I'm like, you know what, I could combine these things. It makes sense. Okay, boom, it makes sense for me. So yeah, those are probably the 3 base suits that I would say to get. And then also shoes, obviously a nice pair of black and a nice pair of brown ones, right? And so where you want to spend your money on shoes, the pants, you can get them on the cheap. You could get nice cuts at literally, I'm telling you, Costco, Boscov's, or Burlington. I keep forgetting the name. And so, you know, you could get some decent sized pants, you know, you don't have to go crazy. And that they're tapered, some different colors, you know, get some tan, some brown, some light blues, some pattern blues, you know, checkered, you know, to mix it up a little bit. And use ChatGPT. Create a prompt and go in there and say, this is what I want to wear. Upload the picture. Give me some combinations. Give me some ideas on how I can wear this today. I want to be creative. I want you to, you know, I want to look nice. I want to look professional. I want to look semi-casual, whatever, right? I'm going to wear blue jeans today. What jackets can I wear with this so that I'm comfortable, I'm professional, right? Whatever the setting is, whatever your situation is. Use AI, right? So that's what I'm doing. It helps me. It helps me kind of it gives me ideas on how to mix and match my gear. So with that, I'm going to close this up. I just wanted to share that with you. So Reflection 45 Amouage is a beautiful DNA. What I'm wearing today is Yom and Layal's AKS 45. I recommend them. I 100% recommend them. I bought a few bottles of things from them, so I've been, you know, I'm probably halfway through this already, so I'm probably gonna have to order another one. But for right now, that it helps me until I can. It holds me over until I'm ready to buy the OG. And I've also purchased their inspiration of L'immensité from LV, and so I'm going to, once I'm done my Banadier bottle, which I'm almost done. I literally looked at it today. It's almost gone. So I'm gonna then use the Yom and Layl because I'm gonna see how that sits now, because they both do very different things. So just wanted to kind of touch base. Hopefully you have a great day. Just look, this is about our journey. This is my little corner in the world, the driver's seat, that I want to share with you. Kind of what I'm learning about fragrance, what I'm learning about when to wear it, how to wear it, self-care, self-improvement. As I'm also somebody who's out here in the world, in the professional world, as a real estate developer, as someone who's starting their own company. But right now, building affordable housing. I'm building, I'm heavily involved in urban redevelopment, and so it's kind of the world that I live in. And so this is part of my journey as well, right? In terms of documenting how I'm showing up, how I'm walking through the world, how I want to present myself, right? And so I want to grow, and I want to share that with you. I want to document it. And if there's any, hopefully, look, even if it's just go get a nice cologne, take care of yourself, maybe look nice for a date, whatever. I'm just sharing what I know. I'm learning too. And so I'm somebody who, and the good thing is that I'm hopefully sharing some life experience with younger men, but also even men my age, right? Like who are maybe starting over. I mean, this is the age where a lot of men, unfortunately, are starting over, whether by choice or by not, right? And so whatever I can share with you as someone who's gone through divorce, as someone who's gone through job loss, as someone who's had to restart, someone who's found love again, someone who's had to rebuild, someone who's building. Just going to share, and then I just want to be able to document, share whatever I can with you. And right now, we're talking about fragrance. Maybe next time we'll talk about real estate. Maybe we'll talk about starting a business, how, kind of the challenges and things that I'm going through, and so I think that if I could share that with you, and I could, hopefully help somebody, even if it's picking the right cologne for the right situation, all good, man. And so that's what this channel is about. It's about sharing, it's about growth, it's about documenting. So just check out Yom and Layl, though. I'll tell you this, Yom and Layl, I'm very impressed with them. I've reached out to the owner. I've emailed him about a few things, questions about, hey, are you guys gonna do any, have an inspiration of whatever XYZ, and he'll respond. You know what I mean? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna add it to the list. We'll definitely check it out. And so I tell you, the owner is very accessible. I've had a really good experience with them. Have nothing negative to say. And definitely check them out. Check out, order samples. I'm gonna make some shorter videos at home in my office where I'm not gonna rant like this. I mean, this is kind of more of a long form conversation that I'm having with you, called the driver's seat, where I get to talk about the cologne that I'm wearing today, which is this DNA on the Reflection 45. Man, the thing is beautiful. Like right now, I have my air conditioning on, and it fills the car, so it's very nice. It's sweet, flowery, powdery iris. Get your nose on it. If you look at the series, the Shiaka Snow, it is this. They make an inspiration of as well. It's the same bottle, but I think it's it's either gray with a red label, I think it is. Anyway, check them out. And I know that they have an inspiration of, like, if you really want to get a really cheap, I think it's maybe $30, kind of get a sense of what the DNA is. But then if you want to really test something of quality, order Yom and Layl. I think Alexandria has one. I know that Dua has a inspired by, but this is the one that I wear. This is the one that I could talk about. It's the one that I've worn. I've gone and smelled the OG, and I've wanted it, and I'm going to get it. But right now I'm using Yom and Layl, and Yom and Layl is perfect quality perfume house, great customer service. At least that's been my experience. This is AKS 45, their take on Reflection 45. So with that, have a great day. Thank you for joining me in the driver's seat, right? And be the driver in your own life, on your path. Don't be the passenger in someone else's. Take care.